Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about 3 good reasons why men come to the Philippines. And I'm not going to hold back on all those BS reasons guys give you. You know, they say they come here for the food, the fresh vegetables, the markets. Well, you know, the fresh fruits and the vegetables, you can get that back home. And here they use so many pesticides and chemicals growing the plants here that you really have to wash them well before you eat them. And the food itself that they cook here, it's not that great. There's good food, depending on who you live with, how they cook. But you go to a regular Filipino style restaurant, it's the same thing over and over again. Is it plain rice or garlic rice? Is it pork, chicken, or fish with garlic rice or plain rice? So the food is not a major issue or a major reason for anybody to come to the Philippines. The food here is full of carbs, you know, the rice, the potatoes, the carrots, and the food is fatty. You know, when you eat the pork, you know, it's a lot of the pork fat in the meat. It's just not really good food. So you really have to get a good butcher or find a place to buy your food where you can trim the fat off of it. Make sure you clean your vegetables really well. Clean the fruit. Wash your vegetables and wash your fruit before you eat it to get any chemicals off of them. You know, a lot of insecticides are used here in the stores and also in the fields. So a lot of guys are saying they come here for the natural beauty of the islands. They come here for the white beaches, you know, to go snorkeling, go scuba diving, and all the beauty here. Yeah, that's on a vacation, but people who come here to retire and to live, is that what they're really looking for? They live up in BGC or Makati, they live in Cebu City. Are they going to see the beaches every day? No. Are they going scuba diving once a week? No. Are they going snorkeling every other day? No. So they don't come here for the beauty when they come here to retire. It's something they appreciate and they go visit once in a while, but we have that back home. You know, we have Yellowstone National Park, we have the Everglades, we have the Rocky Mountains, the Appalachian Trail, many beautiful places to see in the U.S. So just coming for natural beauty, just to the Philippines and retire, that's not a main reason. That's not a reason at all. It's just an added bonus. Another reason guys are giving me when I stop and talk to them at the coffee shops is they love the weather. Well, this month it's been nice and cool in December and January. But during the summer, you know, when it gets into the high 80s, humidity is in the 80s, there's no cloud cover and it's hot and muggy. Are you really coming here for that weather? Is it the warm climate? People don't retire to the Philippines for warm climate. If you want warm climates, you're going to go to Arizona or Las Vegas. Maybe you're going to retire into Mexico, that type of warmer climate. The Caribbean, Florida, a lot of places you can go for a warm climate. But a major reason to retire in the Philippines is not the weather. Now let me get down to the 3 main reasons people come to the Philippines. One of the main reasons is they come here to get a change of life. They want to change their routine. They're looking for something different. They're looking for more adventure in their life. Maybe you live out here like we do in DUMAGUETE, and it's just a different style of living. You drive around on your scooter, you take a ride to a coffee shop, you know, you go to the local markets, you take a ride up into the mountains. It's something different than the life you had back home. That life you had back home, you're working 9 to 5 or whatever hours you worked. You get home from work, you're tired, you have your dinner, you sit down in front of the TV, maybe go out to the bar and have a drink or two, and then you go home to bed. You come to the Philippines for something different, a different lifestyle. A lot of guys come here with their wives. You know, they've worked in the States or whatever home country you're in, but you work your whole life with your partner. You work, you know, 40 years, 30 years, whatever amount of years you had to work. You're with the same girl for 20 years and you decide, let's go have a peaceful, enjoyable retirement. And the 2 of you work together and you come to the Philippines, you build a beautiful house, and you have a much better quality of life with your partner. So you came here for something different. You didn't want to just, hey guys, camera moved, we forgot our stand and Janet's holding it and she almost fell down. So you come here for something different, a different way of life. You know, for those of us that lived in Nevada, you know, we would gotten up during the day, gone to work, and then out to the casino, go have dinner. Here in the Philippines, it's a total different style of life. It is just different from what you're used to. The chaos of life in the U.S. It's a more peaceful life here. So another major reason people come to the Philippines, and this is one of the three I believe they come for, is for something different in their life. The last quarter of their life, they're coming here to enjoy their life and just have a better time. Just have a much more peaceful life. I don't know how to describe it the best way possible, but you come here for something different than the day in and day out routine that you have back home. You don't get the bills in the mail here. You know, you don't have to worry about a cop pulling you over for lack of insurance, you know, making that expensive car insurance payment every month. You don't have those things here. The insurance here is small. Cost of everything is small. And that leads me to what I think is the number 2 reason why people move to the Philippines, why they come here to retire. They come here because of the cost of living. You know, Janet and I have been showing you a lot of videos of houses for rent and apartments for rent. Yeah, they're expensive, but they're in major metropolitan areas. You come to the province, you can find a beautiful house to rent for less than $400. You can find a nice apartment to rent for under $300 US. You can find a place to rent for around $200 a month. You might have to furnish it yourself. It's not going to be furnished, but you can find these places. You got to put your boots on the ground and come here and find it. They used to say the biggest savings you had is your living expense, the rent. The rent is so cheap here. And you have my friend up in Manila who says they rent an apartment out for $80 a month. There's another guy who has been doing something about $39 a month. But they put some money into their apartment or the place that they're going to live. They fix it up for them. So the cost of living, you can make it whatever you want. If you have $3,000 a month, you're going to live here better than you can live in the U.S. for $3,000 a month. If your Social Security is $2,400 a month, by far you're going to have a better quality of life here. The cost of living will put you in the upper middle class here at $2,400. You'll live in a nice place. You'll have a car or a motorbike to get around. You'll go out to eat often. You'll go out and have coffee or a drink with friends often. That money, and you're going to have money left over. The cost of living is probably 1A, 1B, but it's one of the top reasons people come here to the Philippines. The cost of living is so inexpensive here. Janet and I and her son, we live comfortably with less than $2,000 a month income. And you can come here if you're a single guy and you got a small pension of $1,500 or $1,200. It's going to be a little tough, but you can live here much better than you can back home on that same amount of money. You know, just remember you don't have the social services here, you don't have the safety net, but you can live a much more peaceful life. Look at us today, we're on the boulevard. It's a beautiful day, it's cloudy, there's a storm out at sea somewhere, people are walking on the boulevard, it costs you nothing. You can take a ride up to the mountains and visit a cafe and just buy a cup of coffee and spend hours and hours there. It just costs you $1 or $2. You can ride down to the public beach in Darwin or Zamboanga and hang out at the beach all day, and it costs you nothing but the gas to get there. The Philippines is far more inexpensive to live and enjoyable for less money. And I'm a full believer, the more money you have, the better it is. No matter where you live in this world, it's better to have more. But if you have less and you have to live on what you have, you make do with what you have. And it's a lot better than hanging on in your apartment back home and not going anywhere for a week and a half because you don't have any extra money left over for the month and you have to wait for your next Social Security check. The number 1 reason people come here, and it should be no surprise to any of you guys, it's the girls. It's the girls, guys. You come here for the girls, the women, the companionship, something you don't have back home. You cannot meet a woman that's half your age. They're in their 30s. You're in your 60s. And she's good to you. She totally takes care of you. And the amount of money you have coming in is more than enough to satisfy your daily needs. And you can have that 24/7 companion. You can have that girlfriend to go shopping with you, to spend time with, to go to the beach with. When you go hang out and have coffee with, you know, the expat friends that you make here, they're going to bring their Filipina girlfriend with them, or their wife. And the girls are going to talk. And they're not going to let you get hurt. They're not going to let you get lost. These girls are going to take care of you and be great companion. They're going to be your best friend. They're going to be your girlfriend. They're going to be your companion. They're just going to make sure everything is good in your life. That's the number one reason people come here. And the younger guys that come here, I see them hanging out in Cebu. They hang out at the social and at Bo's Coffee. They're all sitting there. If they don't have a girlfriend, they're looking at every girl that walks by. They're talking to every girl. Hi there, can I get your number? They're there for the girls. So guys come in and they tell you, no, I didn't come to the Philippines because of the women. I came because of the cost of living. No, they didn't. The number one reason they come here to the Philippines, this ain't no bullshit, guys. The number one reason is the girls, the companionship, the women that you can meet and develop a good relationship with that you can't do back in the States. You know, when you're in your 60s, are you going to find a beautiful 40-year-old woman to come live with you and take care of you and, you know, let you be the man of the house while they are the feminine woman? They're there, they're dressing nice every day, they're looking good, you know, they're putting their makeup on, nice clothes, they're cooking for you, they're shopping for you, they're making sure you have your medicine. They take great care of you. And that's the women here in the Philippines do that. Once they have you as a partner, once the two of you have committed to that relationship, they're going to take great care of you. So the beauty of the women here are gorgeous. Why? They have long dark hair, they take care of themselves, they like to dress nice, they're thin, they're in better physical shape than the women back home. And a guy like me is so lucky to have a beautiful girlfriend, a beautiful wife now. And that's what you guys are looking for when you come here. You're looking for companionship, a girlfriend. And I remember sitting back home on the couch, you know, when I was 65, 66, will I ever be with a beautiful woman again? Because the dating pool in the US was a bunch of older women. You know, they were just mean and they were into their own life. They really didn't care about my life. And I came to the Philippines, what did I find? Everywhere you look, there's beautiful women who are interested in you and you as a man. You know, so that's the number one reason. All the other bullshit aside, the food, the weather, the great places to go, the white sandy beach, the great golfing, the great tourist spots. No, the number one reason is the girls. Companionship. Everybody is looking for that full-time partner, that girl that's going to be with them for a long, long time. Even if you come here because of the cost of living, which is a great reason to come here, after you're settled, you're going to want to have that girlfriend. You're going to want to have that girl with you full time. And the smart guys come here and they find a home and they make a home first. The rest of the guys, we're looking for women. And where do they settle down? They usually settle down in the hometown of the girl. I did. I'm here in DUMAGUETE. All right, guys, let me know what you think are your reasons for coming to the Philippines. And until next time.